Hello, chat. Tonight, I'm going to be checking out a game that was recently made
Cummunist Manifesto
by a streamer I like.
Adventure.
That's right, chat. We're doing this. We're checking out the Cummunist Manifesto. Oh God. Oh God, it's worse than I thought. I've been assured that this is safe to stream on Twitch, so don't freak out too much. A specter is haunting Europe, the specter of communism. All the powers of old Europe have entered into a holy alliance to exorcise this specter. Pope and Tsar, Metternich and Guizot, French radicals and German police spies. Where is the party in opposition that has not been decreed as communistic by its opponents in power? Where is the opposition that has not hurled back branding reproach of communism against the more advanced opposition parties as well as against the reactionary? Two things result from this fact. Communism is already acknowledged by all European powers. Is this just basically the entire text of Cummunist Manifesto, but in a dating sim? It is high time that communists should openly, in the face of the whole world, publish their views, aims, and their tendencies, and meet this nursery tale of the specter with a manifesto of the party itself. To this end, communists of various nationalities have assembled in London and sketched the following manifesto to be published in English, French, German, Italian, Flemish, and Danish languages, though not for this game.
Section 1.
So chat, are you guys taking notes? This will be on the test. The history of all hitherto existing society is the history of class struggles, freeman and slave, patrician and plebe, lord and serf, guild master and journeyman. In a word, oppressor and oppressed stood in constant opposition to one another. I'm just going to skim through the text. I'm not going to devote my entire stream to reading this out loud. I've actually read the Communist Manifesto, like, for the first time recently. This will be on YouTube too, so if you wanna read it yourself, you can just pause it when you watch the VOD. Society has not done away with class antagonism. It has but what established new classes, new conditions of oppression, new forms of struggle in place of the old ones, or epic. The epic of the bourgeoisie possesses, however, that distinct feature. It simplified its class and antagonisms. The serfs of the Middle Ages sprang the chartered burghers of the earliest towns. From these burgesses, man, I could go for a burger right now. The first elements of the bourgeoisie have developed. Oh, by the way, chat, sorry I'm starting late tonight. I had a late dinner. I was actually lying about that burger comment because I just ate. Labor between the different corporate guilds vanished in the face of division of labor in each single workshop. Meantime, the markets kept ever growing and demand ever rising. Even manufacture no longer sufficed. Why is she making like kawaii noises? You know, chat, it was just Labor Day, so the timing on this couldn't be better. Is there music? I can't hear it. An armed self-governing association in the medieval commune, here independent urban republic as in Italy and Germany, the taxable third estate of the monarchy as in France, afterwards in the periods of manufacturing proper. The most heavenly ecstasies of religious fervor, of chivalrous enthusiasm, of Philistine sentimentalism, the icy water of egotistical calculation has resolved personal worth into exchange value. Chat, stop looking at Marx's big naturals. Look at the text. Pay attention. Did she just do the ara ara thing? She did, didn't she? Sorry, the outline on my new PNG tuber is a little bit weird. I updated it recently. The idiocy of rural life. The bourgeoisie keeps more and more doing away with the scattered state of population of the means of production and of property. It has agglomerated population, centralized the means of production, and concentrated property in a few hands. During its rule of scarce 100 years, has crafted more massive and more colossal productive forces that have all preceding generations together. Come again? The modern industry becomes developed, the more labor of men suspended by that of women. Differences of age of sex have no longer any distinctive social validity for the working class. All are instruments of labor, more or less expensive to use according to their age and sex. No sooner is the exploitation of the laborer by the manufacturer. The proletariat is recruited from all classes of the population and goes through various stages of development. With its birth begins the struggle of the bourgeoisie. I like the background. The background's kind of cool.
Comrade-chan.
Did she just say Comrade Chan? Oh my god. The lumpen proletariat. That's my favorite word out of this whole thing. The lumpen proletariat.
Subunashi.
All previous historical movements were the movements of minorities or the interests of minorities. The proletarian movement is a self-conscious, independent movement of the immense majority. The interest of the immense majority, the proletariat is the lowest stratum of our present society, cannot stir, cannot raise itself up without the whole superincumbent strata of official society being sprung. Though not in substance, yet in form, the struggle of the proletariat with the bourgeoisie is at first a national struggle. The proletariat of each country must, of course, first of all, settle its matters with its... Here it becomes evident the bourgeoisie is unfit any longer to be the ruling class in society and to impose its conditions of existence upon society as an ever-riding law. It is unfit to rule because it is incompetent to assure an existence to its slave within his slavery, because it cannot help letting him sink into such a state that it has to feed him instead of being fed by him. Society can no longer live under this bourgeoisie. In other words, its existence is no longer compatible with society. Rev, if you need me to do some voice acting for this.
Section 2.
I can do an audio transcription if you need me. What relation do the communists stand to the proles as a whole? The commies do not form a separate party opposed to other working class parties. Theoretical conclusions of the communists are in no way based on ideas or principles that have been invented. Honestly, I'm just sticking around for the noises at this point. The fettered traders of the Middle Ages. You are horrified at our intending to do away with private property, but in your existing society, private property is already done away with for 9/10 of the population. Its existence for the few is solely due to its non-existence in the hands of those 9/10. You reproach us, therefore, with intending to do away with the form of property, the necessary condition for whose existence is the non-existence of any property for the immense majority of society. In one word, you reproach us with intending to do away with your property. That is just what we intend. From the moment our labor can no longer be converted into capital, money, or rent into a social power capable of being monopolized, you say individuality vanishes. Chat, is this turning you on to communism yet? Are you feeling like you want to revolt? Communists would introduce the community of women, screams the whole bourgeoisie in chorus. The bourgeois sees his wife as a mere instrument of production. Oh, you can scroll. Oh, you can only scroll up to rewind. Nothing is more ridiculous than the virtuous indignation of our bourgeoisie, and the community of women at which they present is to be openly and officially established by the communists. Our bourgeois is not content with having the wives and daughters of their proletariats at their disposal. Man, do you think when Marx wrote his manifesto like 200 years ago, he envisioned it turning into something like this?
あらあら
Abolition of property in the land and application. Hold on. And the application of all rents of land to public purposes. A heavy progressive or graduated income tax. Abolition of all rights of inheritance. Confiscation of the property of all immigrants and rebels. Centralization of credit in the hand of the state by means of a national bank with state capital and an exclusive monopoly. Centralization of the means of communication and transport in the hand of the state. Extension of factories and instruments of production owned by the state. The bringing into cultivation of wastelands and the improvement of the soil generally in accordance with a common plan. Equal liability of all work. Combination of agriculture with manufacturing industries. That's where the hammer and sickle come into play. That the sickle represents farming and the hammer is manufacturing. Free education for all children in public schools. Abolition of children's factory labor in its present form. Combination of education with industrial production.
Section 3
Alright, Chad, I think this might be the last section.
あらあら楽しい
I won't dwell on this for too long because I wanna get to Elden Ring.
Cummunist
So yeah, I guess if y'all were looking to get your hands on the Cummunist Manifesto,
あらあら
you can just like download it from Steam.
楽しい Cummunist Section 4
Oh boy, beach episode. Ah yes, the warm beaches of Russia. In Switzerland, they support radicals without losing sight of the fact that the party consists of antagonistic elements. Party of Democratic Socialists in the French sense, Party of Radical Bourgeois. In Poland, they support the party that would insist on an agrarian revolution as the prime condition for national emancipation. Okay. Oh, there's the music. The communists disdain to conceal their views and aims. They openly declare that their ends can be attained only by the forcible overthrow of all existing social conditions. Is that fucking Hatsune Miku? Also, the music's a little bit loud. Let the ruling classes tremble at a communistic revolution. The proletariats have nothing to lose but their chains. They have a world to win. Working men of all countries unite. Chat, you didn't see it, but I just did a salute. I hope you enjoyed the Cummunist Manifesto Dami Mommy Kami Adventure. Special thanks to Twitch chat at twitch.tv/RevScarecrow. That's me! I was in that chat. Together we are strong, this song. USSR Toy Box Remix.
Manifesto.
Well,
Domi, mami.
that concludes today's lesson. Make sure to study up. And yeah. Oh, these are like the stock photos he used for the backgrounds. All right, chat. Thanks for watching that. I'm going to go offline for a second. No, not good night. I'm going to go offline for just a second. I'm going to update the title, and we'll be back with more Elden Ring in just a little bit.
Lucky for you, I pull my punches.